WLS.
Insider information with Carl Limbacher of Newsmax.com tonight.
Get the inside story with Deborah Rowe, weeknights 10 till midnight on News Talk 890 WLS.
The code has been sent. React properly. 6:50 on Chicago's News Talk 890 WLS. It's Deborah Rowe tonight. We're right after Sean Hannity, who's coming up now in about 9 minutes. Chicago PM, Jay Marvin, Bill Cameron, and Jim Johnson. Bill.
Just when you thought you'd heard everything, here's a new outrage from the closing days of the administration of former Governor George Ryan.
Koba, now you're going to get me all worked up again.
This is the story of a Ryan deputy who's getting, get this, 12 months severance pay after serving only 7 weeks at the Illinois Housing Development Authority, just at the tail of the Ryan administration. He took this job in January.
Well, maybe he did a good job.
Governor Blagojevich fired this guy, Ray Marchiori, in the normal course of installing his own administration, and the governor has his lawyer trying to stop this severance deal because he thinks it's disgusting.
There isn't a day that goes by that we don't discover another one of these boondoggles. And cynical, cash in, game the system, benefit yourself personally, and who cares about the taxpayer? It's that attitude that permeates virtually every level of state government.
Some of them been as much as $90,000 when they retire for unused vacation days.
Why is he firing this guy?
Well, it's the normal course of an administrative change from Democrat to Republican or Republican to Democrat to put your guys in. And this is one of those policy-making positions that is not protected by the personnel code.
So what is Koba going to do? Is he going to get the Nobel Peace Prize for the death penalty situation or for patronage? Which one?
I think if he gets it for either, it'll be the former.
Now, in his defense, is this pretty much how it went with other administrations? You'd get your people in, the new people would change. In this case, they had a clever thing. They got this guy a contract, right, that called for a severance?
Right. I've never heard one this blatant of a late-term appointment where you know the guy is not going to serve into the next administration. So to give him a bonus, to give him a special deal, a prize, you put him in a job and write up a contract that says when you get fired, you get 12 months severance.
Wait, now would he get fired even if they'd kept him on for another year? He'd get the severance?
No, they wouldn't. You don't get severance unless you're fired.
Right, yeah. Correct. But if they fired him a year from now, at the end of his contract, would he have gotten severance?
Yes.
But at least that'd be a year into it, not 7 months or even a year and a half. I mean, it sounds to me like it's apparent that what Koba did here was open the door to all of his friends and say, here, have some goodies. How does this guy walk around in public without a bag over his head?
He's used to this, right? This was the way it operated.
Also outrageous today was a guy getting arrested at a New York mall. State of New York, not New York City.
Oh, this was in Albany.
For wearing a T-shirt that said, give peace a chance.
Well, he wouldn't leave. That was one of the deals.
Yeah, he was trespassing.
Well, why should he leave?
He's trespassing.
They wanted him out. It's private property. There's no free speech rights on private property.
He was some rabble-rouser, and I think his son was with him.
He wasn't a rabble-rouser. He's a lawyer. He was not a rabble-rouser.
He wasn't just a shopper. He was wearing a T-shirt that was carrying a political statement.
Are you guys, honest to God, serious?
No, I'm telling you this is what happened. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm saying to you that this is what happened.
Jay's right. It's private property.
Private property.
There's no free speech on private property. There's no free speech in the private place.
Try to go do an interview at a shopping center on public, like on a grocery store's parking lot.
Yeah, they'll tell you to leave.
The guy's wearing a T-shirt. It says, give peace a chance. You don't arrest him. This is America.
Hey, if I build a mall, if I build a telephone booth, if I build a parking lot and I own it, and you step on and you have a Koba for President T-shirt, I can tell you to leave the premises.
He wasn't there to shop.
The theory is that if I tell you to leave and you leave and you spread bad blood about my business, then I lose business. It's not a smart business move, but it's permissible.
Thank you, John Ashcroft.
Well, plus
No, I'm not John Ashcroft. Stop that.
This guy's going there
with your right-wing baiting.
Right, Bill. This guy's making a political statement. He's not there helping their business, and that's what they're there about.
I don't agree with it, but I'm saying it's permissible under the law. Read the Constitution.
Let's get rid of these.
In America, you can wear a T-shirt that says "Give peace a chance" anywhere you like.
You don't get it. He doesn't get it.
I know.
You guys are both disgusting. I have to take a long vacation after the show's over.
Badge of honor.
What don't you understand, Bill?
I understand that in America, you can wear a T-shirt that says "Give peace a chance."
The Supreme Court has decided that there is no free speech in the private sector. 6:55 at WLS. WLS. And that
rid of
was
the mall walkers,
and those were I believe that those were Johnson appointees who made that decision. What's your reaction to that?
See what else the Supreme Court did today? They upheld 3 strikes, life in prison, on the conviction of a guy in California for stealing some golf clubs.
Oh, is it golf clubs? Well, if you're a mope, then you know what? Stay out of trouble.
Life for stealing golf clubs.
Would be better if they're mine.
See, we're in trouble again now. But you're being disingenuous here because the guy has like a record as long as your arm.
Golf clubs.
Oh, for crying out loud. 6:55 at WLS. WLS 3-day for... Oh, just go. Just forget the weather. I can't take it. WLS time saver traffic. Can you believe this guy? We should get Teddy Bass to tune him up. Here's Grant Park.
And the inbound side of the Ford Freeway, watch for an accident at 130th, but the rest of the expressways and tollways are clear now. It's been a very light rush hour. This report sponsored by Sears. Sears Customer Appreciation Sale is their way to say thank you. This Thursday through Saturday, get huge savings throughout the store. Starts March 6th and Saturday, March 8th. Sears, where else? I'm Grant Park with WLS Time Saver Traffic.